Hello, hello! Welcome to Tears of the Desert! We are playing World of Warships Legends, like we do all the freaking time. And I am Phoenix61. Make sure to follow the channel. I'm a little itty bitty YouTuber at the moment. Let's see if this goes anywhere. Anyway, tonight we are playing the Shimakaze, one of my favorite destroyers, especially at legendary tier. I like to be sneaky and I like to dump torpedoes at people, so this is the perfect ship for that. 3 racks of 5 that go 11 kilometers with a decent reload time. This ship is brutal. When you get spotted, everyone wants to kill you. So try not to get spotted, right? Alright, we're going to see if we can't get into the A zone cap. See if we can't do any damage here. There are only 2 destroyers on the enemy team. They've got 3 cruisers though. Those are our worst enemy. So we will get into the A cap. So typically when I'm a destroyer player, you know, I'll go for the cap, but have an exit strategy in mind. Not in case things go south, but for when things go bad, right? You're gonna get, you know, especially at these higher tiers, like you're gonna get radared by a cruiser, spotted by one of their destroyers, especially if somebody's got better concealment than you, right? And then just everyone's gonna light you up, especially if you're a Shimakaze, right? So just seeing what's on the playing field here. Took a shot at that Yamato. I can't imagine it would keep moving forward unless it's really trying to duck behind those islands there. And then this spot between these 2 islands here that we're looking at is a really popular place for ships to come through. So there's a Shimakaze. Just our torpedoes are just a little short, right? So we'll hit smoke here and just dump torpedoes kind of in the direction he was heading. I can't imagine he would just continue along that path, so I shot them a little bit shorter. And if you notice here, I am turning to back my butt of my ship and point it towards where that Shimakaze was, right? So if he's, oh, that must have been the Yamato. He did keep going. So there's some torps from the Shimakaze. I'm not sure if those were meant for us or unless they're going for those battleships that are pretty far back, but it seems a little far-fetched. Either way, we spotted them for them so they'd have early warning. And it looks like we are getting the cap too here, so that, oh, never mind. Now we're challenged again. Now it's contested again. So if we poke our butt out here, we're probably going to get spotted by that destroyer, but we've got a lot of support here, so I'm kind of okay with it. Like, there are more ships, so we can duck back in, especially now that he is shot. So we can duck back into our smoke, and he's still spotted and doesn't have smoke screen going right now. So somebody else is kind of, you know, counting for having spotted him now at this point, or for keeping him spotted. And we've got torpedoes ready again, but my confidence level is low on who to shoot them at, so we will see if we just can't hang out here and not get spotted again and actually get the zone cap right. So we gave him some defend medals. Are we getting flood still? Jeepers. We must have still been flooding that Yamato. Man, he really mismanaged damage control. I did not even realize. I just assumed early in the game that, like, you know, he was going to damage con that instantly. And yeah, we're up to 81,000 damage off 2 torpedoes and 4 gun hits. I mean, you do kind of want to resist just dumping all 15 of your torpedoes all at once. It is highly valuable to have at least 1 rack in reserve. And the other thing too, if you get all your hits at once, then there's plenty of time for, you know, especially if it's a battleship or something, for them to get their damage control party back, right? So, and then they'll stop the flood, and then by the time you have torpedoes ready again, they'll have another damage con ready. So ideally you space it out perfectly, you know, maybe a minute or 30 seconds or so, to try and trigger a second flood on them, and then they would flood and you'd get all that flood damage. But we didn't have to do that because the battleship mismanaged his damage control party. Unless one of the other crew, there's another destroyer over there at B on our team. Unless he maybe hit him early on. but that's how it seems strange. So yeah, but your battleship going. I mean, I can't imagine. I don't know why he's still alive in B there. That Yamato. All right, we'll take this shot at this Lepanto, even if I doubt he's going to continue along that path. I mean, he knows we're here. Everyone knows there's a everyone on their team knows there's a Shimakaze chilling in here. All right, somebody finished off the Yamato. So this is the best place for us to be, really. The most damage to be done is this curve first, Lepanto, and then the other battleship. I don't remember what it was. He just ran away. All right, so these are spaced out pretty good. And we've got only 47 seconds left here before we've got another rack ready. Yeah, Lepanto managed to dodge those. He slowed down. Where's this curve first gonna go? Come on. Move forward now. That's the other thing too, when you do space these out, you kind of have to, you know, assume that when they see your first set of torpedoes, they're gonna react to them. So when you've got to, you know, you kind of got to think about, okay, they're definitely going to change course by the time your second rack gets to them, right? So that worked out for us. We got a hit on the Lepanto. No flood though, but it is a possibility that he hit the damage control right as, you know, right before. Like, you know, if they've got something like a fire on them, I do it too when I'm in battleship. If I've got a fire and I see the torpedo about to hit, I'll use the damage con. So there's zero flooding that happened, not even a millisecond, right? Because the damage con was going when you got hit by the torpedo. Trying to gauge whether this Conqueror is going to keep coming straight. You know, I'm like, if I shoot a rack at him, like, he's so far away, there's so much time for him to turn, you know, change course. I'm thinking if he does change course at all, it's going to be, you know, he's going to move, you know, across the screen to the right, you know, so he's going to turn left. So we take that shot. This curve first. Curve first, I think they do have sonar, so that may have given him early enough warning. But that was a good torpedo shot up that alleyway there. We will fire some more, and we will move out of the way a little bit here because I don't want to get picked up by his sonar. I think it's like 5 kilometers or something. Like definitely the Germans have a better range sonar. And several of the battleships have sonar, so you want to keep your distance. Can we get this hit? Nope. Dodge those two. And nothing on the Conqueror either, so our entire, like, the vast majority of our damage came from those first 2 torpedoes that hit that Yamato in the beginning of the game. We get this zone cap too, so we solo capped this zone, so that'll give us some XP points too. Oh, and then that puts us over the top. That was a quick game. Did they lose all their points? I wasn't even paying. Yep, they lost all their points just because they had no points from not having any zones. We did manage to break the top of the leaderboard at 2,000. With it being a short game, it's tough to get those high XP earnings, right? We'll go through how I have the commander set up just real quick. Actually, no, I didn't do that on this game. Sorry, guys. Some of my other Shimakaze videos, we do that. So make sure to follow the channel. Check out those other videos. Thanks for watching, guys.